got half the time, but you still wanna watch a cast. You're gonna need a cast that's twice as fast. So take this replay and play it at twice the speed. With the length of this intro, there's certainly a need. I've got something unpredictable, it's a VonIvan match. Let's start the cast. Hello there, and welcome to the 7th episode of the Fastocast. And you, dear sir or miss, are going twice as fast as you're here in the southeast with the master of chaos, the hero of disaster, the purveyor of all things destruction. It is VonIvan locking in Ostrupen, and you can always count on these buggers to die, because that's what VonIvan's built them for. It's a death march onto the fields of Fame and Vil approach. His opponent, a stupendous player, a simply awesome player, winner of many big tournaments of days gone by, recently out of his conscription into the actual Russian army, ladies and gentlemen. It is Jove playing as the United States, so it's US versus Wehrmacht. Why isn't VonIvan going as OKW? Well, to be honest, this faction with this doctrine suits him to a T. This player lacks panache and finesse when it comes to infantry play. He often loses squads, so what better than Ostrupen, MG42, under duress, having to get its way out of there. Who better than VonIvan to use Ostrupen, because then he can get tanks out really soon. He's got a fleshy meat shield to cap them up with. It'll all be good in the hood. Also, don't forget he has the Pack 40 you can drop from the sky, which is really useful stuff. These Ostrupen have managed to get deep within enemy territories, but they're being spit roasted by 2 rifleman squads, so they're soon. Well, that's just it. VonIvan stays in engagements for way too long. He was actually waiting for the MG42. We're fools, and I certainly am a fool. He got Jove suppressed before he could decap the fuel, and he's got 2 fuel points now, so good play all around, to be honest. Let A lock in his script. Ah, there we go, beautiful. Can control the camera with spacebar now, wonderful stuff. And I have a little bit of whiskey to drink. It's been a hard week, and I'm having a single shot of whiskey. He's totally not an alcoholic. And no, I don't think alcohol's cool. It just takes the edge off. It's nice. Ostrupen up here. 6 kills already. That's what rear echelon will do for you. Not bad at all. If you're liking the Fastocast, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's always good to get the EP given. I'm hopefully going to get 10,000 subscribers very soon. So thinking of what to do in order to celebrate that. Rifleman coming into the picture. Good map pressure being put down by VonIvan. He's very recently been decapped from this fuel, but he's had double fuel for a while. And that he must have teched already. Let's do the relic shuffle to change the UI around. Yes, indeed. He's already got light mechanized out. And the 251 on the field. And it's getting those burn, baby, burn. Flammenwerfer Inferno. Veterancy on the rifleman. So that is perfectly timed by Jove. Also, the M20, of course, is out. This is the meta of the moment. Light scout car play. Possibly another Faust coming in for VonIvan to follow up. Can he get it off? Yes, he can. Pocket rocket. They jump out. They didn't need to, but they do need to repair, so fair enough. Not only did they survive the potential explosion, but they're also handy to repair it immediately, so good work there. The Ostrupen God squad could be dying! M1 Garant accuracy, but I think he saved it there. I don't think they were fully focus fired, perhaps. Maybe he got in the way, who knows. Or maybe it was just lucky. 251 has had little impact at all. It's just now having some impact because it's so close to the rifleman. But that could have been a squad wipe. Was burning hatred on the field there, and it could have been a lot worse. We've got an early mortar out. I'm going to have to work harder to keep up with all of this game. I think I've done it so far, but it's a hot and heavy one. It's going to be awesome to watch. M20's gotten 3 kills so far. This Ostrupen squad is branching out. This is a classic helping hands build order, by the way. Overwhelming Ostrupen. He himself has been doing this one for years. And this is pretty much exactly how to play it. Ostrupen with 8 kills now. Lingering behind green cover. The M20 can't do too much against them. But the Stuart can. Making inroads into the centre of the map. Good stuff. Here comes that 251. Now it's starting to climb the kills. Panzer Grenadiers. We're going to consolidate those gains. But here comes the M20. Dicing with death, perhaps. He doesn't know that there's no pack. There is no pack, though. Well, there is now, because he's just battle dropped one into the map. MG34 and pack 40. Ready to utilise. Stuart's been Fausted. Good stuff. Weapon rack's now open, so we can get those bazookas and Browning automatics. Very good. Jove's... Ooh, Pioneer's in trouble. Trouble? I said meant trouble. Ah, nice anti-tank rifle grenade there, but also got a Panzerfaust in answer. This Ostrupen's dying. Surely, there he is. He's dead indeed. And so is the Stuart. They had a Faust double pack 40 shot combination. Excellent work there. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers in trouble. Peril. That's the word I invented. It's a mixture of trouble and peril. They're the two words I wanted. I said them at the same time and conglomerated them into a hideous portmanteau. Almost like a German would. Oh, that was a double squad. It looks so much like one squad. Did you see that? Amazing stuff. Incredible scenes, Jeffrey. Tell you what, this MG42's in very advanced territories there. M20's exploiting, as one would expect. Has VonIvan misclicked that? Very possibly. Didn't seem to be the natural angle, but this could be. He doesn't have the munitions for a Panzerfaust, let it be known. Ooh, MG's in trouble. In the house and burning down the house. Oh, but fighting fire with fire. The M20 with a vehicle kill there, I believe. Yes, indeed. 251 got the flamethrower, but paid for it with its life. Meanwhile, Lieutenant's branching out, as is this rifle squad. What a great game this is. This is fantastic stuff. Pathfinders searching for a path onto the battlefield ASAP. Mortar doing some serious fire. We've got the MG42 watching over the fuel point. Great fuel control by VonIvan. I'm expecting support armor core and possibly a Panzer IV very soon. M20 attaining veterancy 3 with superior mobility and acceleration and speed. Pretty sure some of those words are the same, but never mind. Ostrupen dicing with death there. But they are a suppressed rifleman squad, so a decreased rounds per minute there. M20 causing further problems. Not worried about any Talon mines, even though there's a Pioneer right there. But VonIvan's got so much munitions. Maybe I was wrong earlier when I said I didn't have the ones for a Faust. Maybe I was looking at Jove's card. I must have been. Pack 40's been decrewed and the veterancy lost there. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers getting hot and heavy and deep into combat. Oh, M20 comes to push them away. That could have been dangerous. Just thinking if maybe the Pathfinders and Rifles had got some shots off at the same time, it could have been very dangerous indeed. Veterancy 2, MG42 caps the central victory point. Lieutenant watches on and tries to get some sneaky shots in. Good preservation by VonIvan, getting an early retreat off. That's a rarity for him. MG34, the lesser of the two machine guns. Not exactly known as Hitler's buzzsaw. And here we go. The Panzer Mark IV is on the battlefield. And, hitting those rifles in the ass as the door hits them on the way out. Nice support weapon play, it must be said by Jove. We have had one Ostrupen death, of course, for VonIvan. He's not replaced it. But he's doing well with his MG play. Panzer IV. This is pretty much VonIvan's composition starting to build up now. He won't replace his infantry losses. He just replaces them with vehicles. Just so he's got enough to keep capping the battlefield, and that's it. He doesn't push the agenda with infantry like some other players might. That's not how he's built. Okay, we got the M20. Look at that. I know it's in ×2 speed, but even if it was in ×1, it's still nippy as fuck. Smoke popped. It reverses out of there. Vanilla rifle. No Browning upgrade for him. So this is, of course, Airborne Company. Not exactly seeing too many munitions at the moment. Seems to have spent his munitions elsewhere. I wonder if he's laid any M20 mines. We'll have to have a little survey of that if we can. That's only an Austrian squad. If it dies, it dies. I wonder where he's been spending it. Just looking for any M20 mines. There aren't any. Interesting. Oh, Panzer finds the M20, but hits a shot blocker there. Veterancy 2 on the MG34, now joining his MG42 brother, who's in the mansion in the north. A major decision's been made by Jove Kappa. G34 setting up on the south behind green cover, so he's going to be able to do the battle for longer. But the DPS option's been upgraded, which is, of course, the incendiary rounds. The M20 finds pack 40 rounds for its troubles, nearly destroys the MG and its veterancy, uses the bonus speed of the road to get away, but the pack 40 with a big shot in at the last moment there. Got Pioneers pushing the centre, got the Major watching on. Will he unleash Major Artillery? No, doesn't need to, doesn't feel like the situation is critical yet with victory points to start even thinking about that. Panzer IV's yet to get a single kill, by the way. Just mostly health damage so far. All the upgrades of both commanders are now available. We've got railway artillery. Where's the target? Oh, there it is. It was on the retreat path of the Pathfinders. Could have been a lot more dangerous there. Couldn't find the smoke, but we did see the barrage. Panzer IV causing problems. Panzer Grenadiers pushing in. 20. Oh, could finally be taken out here. There you go. Panzer IV gets it. Meanwhile, mortars constantly harassing. Not bad. 6 kills. Not bad at all. A lot of health damage also. Locked and loaded. Lieutenant getting some decent shots in. Sherman now makes its way onto the battlefield. There you go. Pioneers and Ostrupen force their way into the agenda. Sherman with its first kill. Faust doesn't do much. It wasn't timed efficiently enough. Pack 40 whistles harmlessly. Not even overhead. More over your shoulder. Meanwhile, Browning automatic. Setting up. But, the Ostrupen flank. And with that Battle Phase 2 upgrade, they're now able to get LMGs and make themselves slightly more potent. Sherman harassing with high explosive rounds. Oh, but the Panzer and the Pack find it in one with a wombo combo, nearly taking it out there. Meanwhile, Panzer Grenadiers forced away. Pathfinders with 6 kills, not too shabby. Here come the riflemen. They're threatening an anti-tank grenade. Major's looking for some fuel harassment, but there's an S-mine field there. He has to be careful. There you go. Detonating all around him. Jove persists, though, just to decap the fuel. A brave decision. 15 kill veterancy 3 riflemen. Doing well. Oh! And I can see something's in the build. Dum. Oh, let's play a song. No. Damn it. We're going to have to go down to half speed because I don't want to miss any action. But we have to play a song for the Brumbear, surely. Fucking hell, Brumbear, what are you doing, mate? The Sturmpanzer IV Brumbear can't make it out of base. His ass is just too fat. He'll never make it to the battle in time. Don't worry, it was at ×2. You didn't miss shit. I don't know if that was worth it or not. You tell me in the comments. Rifleman Veterancy 3 do make it out of combat and survive. Ostrupen in the house. And so is the Brumbear with its first shot, forcing away the Lieutenant. Meanwhile, we've got a Veterancy 2 M1AT gun causing all kinds of problems. Sherman might take out the Panzer IV. Indeed, it does, out of control and exploding asunder. Left as a burning wreckage on the battlefield. MG34 is getting harassed. VonIvan's having a bad passage of play here. And Jove's having some big successes on the battlefield. Meanwhile, Rifleman, 15 kills. Again harassing the fuel, despite the S-minefield. He's found a pocket. MG34 is getting ready to be in battle once more. And that's the problem with the S-mine. Excellent shot by the Brumbear! Holy shit, Mum, get the camera! That was a cross-map no-scope. Awesome work. Sherman gets eaten alive by the Pack. Misses on its second attempt. Another Sherman is being built as this one is repaired. There you go, we've got 2 Shermans for the price of 1. Certainly going for mobility. Lieutenant being pushed away, bundle made, well dodged. Sherman comes into the picture and does some serious damage there. Pack 40 also. Pioneers pushing forth. Lieutenant taken out with a big sweep of the Brumbear's heavy hand, but the Sherman's going deep into battle, trying to find the rear armor. Will he find it? He's Fausted, he can't. He tries a shot, it bounces. Sherman, what were you thinking? Will VonIvan go in for the kill, though? What's Jove doing now? Brumbear nearly takes him out from afar at max range there. Second Sherman's also in duress. This is bad for Jove. Here comes the Faust. Initiated. That one's going to get taken out. Surely, look at the munition. So there's 25. Oh, it's taken out. And what about the second one? No. That one doesn't survive! Amazing long-range shot by VonIvan. Just as the pack is decrewed, both Shermans die. Happy we caught it on camera. It was a near miss. Brumbear's still alive. And what's this? VonIvan's going for a 2 Brumbear build. You've got to be fucking me. Oh no, he's changed it to a Panther. Bunker busting barrage being used, by the way. Always a good utility. And Ostrupen under heavy duress. 18 kills on these bad boys. Not too shabby at all. Victory point wise, 218 to 305. Let's check the stats momentarily. Just give ourselves time to breathe. VonIvan, of course, with terrible preservation as usual. Jove stayed ahead up until that point. The big Sherman lossage there. Panther makes his way known. Don't worry, there's no song for him. But look at that beautiful... You can see the Zimmermit. Oh, sexy beast incarnated. Gotta love your Panthers. Unless you're playing 4v4 allies, of course. And then you probably don't love your Panthers. Paratroopers upgrading and taking out... No! Nearly, though. Tell you what, those Panzer Grenadiers have had some close escapes. Panther causing problems. Pioneer pushing in. You've got Veterancy 2 on that M1. So superior rate of fire now. Rebuilding yet another Sherman. Oh, this Veterancy 2 M1 is being decrewed. Will the Ostrupen take it? No, they won't, because the 50 cal's perfectly positioned. But here comes the Brumbear, possibly to finish it off. They're going in, and they just don't care. Panther reverses away. Veterancy 3 MG34 comes to push the initiative. Jove's looking a little bit weaker now. Sherman's been rebuilt. One of the two, at least. Meanwhile, this MG42's just been sitting there, keeping that victory point at all times, stopping it being harassed. Ostrupen forcing their way into the picture. Getting pushed away by the Sherman. Panther takes a big shot. MG34 against Pathfinders, but here comes the Bar squad and the Browning. Sorry, not Browning. Why do I keep saying Browning? It's the 50 cal. Shut up, Matt. Sherman could have a juicy shot. This could be big. No, it wasn't quite. They were really grouped, though, if you noticed. Airborne, keeping the victory point despite the odds. And look at the ferociousness of that battle. The heroics on display by the US Army. Panther comes in for a big shot. The AT gun was being harassed by the Panzer Grenadier. Brumbear likewise harassing the US. VonIvan's looking stronger by the second. This Brumbear has 21 kills. Look at the commander, that brutal bastard. He didn't even look. He's not even looking. He's just firing this heavy BBB straight onto the enemy. And VonIvan's going to finish the enemy off now with some rocket artillery genocide of his very own. With the Panzerwerfer, the thrower of miniature tanks. Here it comes, Brumbear. Oh, the M1s were in a decent position, but the Brumbear's frontal armor just don't care. Pioneer Veterancy 3, don't want to lose that. Tell you what, VonIvan's not had some bad preservation at times. He's getting out of there in time on this game, it seems. Oh, I don't know why my camera just panned to this, but it did. We got the rifleman trying to attack the MG and being forced away. This Panzer Grenadier has lost so much. But here comes the Panzerwerfer. That's the 50 cal pushed away. I thought it might have been annihilated there, but of course this is ×2 speed, and that's your lot. The barrage for the Panzerwerfer comes and goes within a matter of seconds. Everything's with a matter of seconds, though. It's just a matter of how many seconds. Here comes the railway artillery to finish off that particular patch of ground. And fuck you, earthworms. I reckon it's there. Yes, it was. I could hear it. You can echolocate these things. Paratroopers 14 kills. Rifleman forced away almost immediately due to veterancy 3 on the MG34. Yeah, says the 50 cal. He wants action. He's not got much at the moment. Oh, Panzerwerfer so close! Look at that! How did that MG survive that assault? Certainly forced away in time for the Osttrooper to take the point. Sherman might have to reposition. But surely the Panther's coming to... Yes, it is indeed. And the pack, so it's a trap! A trap of the highest order, and Jove knows it. He knows he can't gamble on that one. VonIvan's too clever of a player, and Jove respects him. And that's the 7-dimensional balderdash we're playing in this game. Almost like 4-dimensional Escape from Colditz. Sherman being forced away. Here comes the Jackson. Excellent choice by Jove. Making some good tacking decisions, it must be said. Panther. Ready to spring into action at a moment's notice, and perfect position to do so. Veterancy 3. GG! An offensive GG! That's horrendous, VonIvan. Oh, we just had a squad wipe there, by the way. Here comes the Panzerwerfer. Never good to see that, but oh well. Here come the Shermans. Joe's pissed off now. Brumbear's retreating away. Sherman's going hot and heavy into action. Eats some serious Brumbear damage. At least the Pack 40 was destroyed, but here come the Osttrooper. And is their Panzerfaust ready? Yes, it is. And there you go. The Sherman's taken out. VonIvan now has a triple cap. And this game is starting to look over. It is indeed. Can Jove make a go of things? Jackson's being repaired, if you're wondering where that is. 100 points remaining and dissipating slowly away. There you go, nice airborne grenade. Finished off by the 50 cal from afar. Meanwhile, we've got an engagement in the south. Panzerwerfer fires, Jove dodges magnificently. Might not be enough though, 75 points, goddamn points remaining. MG's battling bravely from the windmill. Quite picturesque, isn't it, as it dies. Brumbear, that magnificent, horrendous professor of destruction, is on 25 kills. Nice dodge from the Panzer Grenadiers. Airborne come to plug the gaps, but the gaps are getting too porous now, and the German army is starting to pour through them. Through the Ardennes forest. Here comes the Jackson trying to take out that hero Brumbear. Will it get it? I'll have to go back and try and track where the Panther died, by the way. Oh, nice Panzerwerfer barrage there. Forces away the MG and the airborne. And here comes Schwer Gustav. Well dodged by Jove, but the damage is being done by VonIvan. And Jove, like a pig on a hook, he's bleeding out. And he's ready for a bacon sandwich. Ready to be, rather. Matt, your analogies are terrible sometimes. Thank you. Yes, this conversation is with myself. But it's also with you because you're a captive audience. There's nothing you can do about it. Rifleman forcing away behind green cover there of the burnt out Sherman husk. So maybe it's just an incredible strategy by Jove to build more green cover for himself. Hero Osttrooper have been alive for nearly all the game. Brumbear is ready for battle once more. 2 victory points currently capped for Jove, but it won't be for long as this Osttrooper squad's gotten south. 39 victory points about to go south also. Brumbear, oh, with a predictive shot doing health damage to the Pathfinders. And they have to go forward despite their damage. Here comes the Jackson. Panzerwerfer down. Oh, on the airborne. Jackson goes in. Couldn't find the Brumbear, and that could be the end of Jove. No, nothing to take the Jackson out. Looks like he'll survive. Sherman in the build. Meanwhile, Airborne have forced away that Ostroupen squad. But it might not be for anything, because this Ostroupen squad's in the central capping circle. Here come the Riflemen to bravely battle away. No grenades teched. They, of course, were on the Airborne only. Doesn't have the resources anyway. Sherman built. Needs to swing things into Joe's favour. By the way, there's an Airborne squad. It's had to be in the Windmill House. Maybe the Brumbear will go south and finish it off. Panzer IV's been built. Brumbear with some huge shots. Sherman. Oh, there we go. Pack 40. Oh, and that squad's been obliterated there on the top left of your picture. Jackson being forced away. That hero of the Third Reich died there and there. Panzer IV watches on as VonIvan's squads begin to suffer the consequences of total war. Here comes one last-ditch effort to finish Jove off, however. Don't forget that there's still this MG in the northern house unmitigated. The battle's been for the south and for the middle. Sherman's under heavy duress. Panzer IV finds him. Ostroupen, Panzerfaust doesn't have the munitions. Stays in the battle. Schwer Gustav's firing, I believe. No, he's finished. There you go. He's still going on just about. Oh, Sherman versus this Ostroupen squad. There you go. Faust ready. 19 munitions. But it won't matter because the Sherman finishes them off. Meanwhile, the central capping circle has been capped. Here come the Airborne. Who's going to win this? Oh, no, my God. There you go. Brumbear with the point on the exclamation point. Oh, my God. For emphasis. GG call by Jove as the Brumbear bites the dust. And Jove is taken out. What an hellacious game that was. Apologies for missing the Panther. I must have done there. But here's some plagiarism. I'm in drop D tuning, so I'll have to go with this. Goodbye, and thanks for watching the Fastocast. So sad to watch our heroes die, but it's over now. Cheers, dudes. Hope you have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.